Hi everyone, Duncan again from Gray's Window Cleaning, and today we're going to talk about Moerman tools. It's M-O-E-R-M-A-N, Moerman tools. They've become quite popular and they've really making quite a showing at various window cleaning expos around the world. They're doing a lot of promotion on social media, and early this year I bought what's called the Experience toolbox. So it comes with a number of different tools in it. Has the two sizes of channel, 10-inch and 14-inch, and the snapper handle. Now the thing with the Moerman tools is that they have the angle on the end, which is designed to minimize the detailing you have to do on the edge of the windows. So this is the snapper handle, which comes off very simply. Just unclip that, pop the channel back in, flip. A really good easy change, and it fits with most poles, although I'm finding that these ones, because of the size of the handle, they don't sit into the regular pole tips, so I've got to jam it on. So sometimes it turns on the pole. Obviously they want you to use their pole tip, which has a little piece that fits into there to hold it and stop it from spinning. Their pole tip has a little clip that goes in. So that's one disadvantage of trying to use the same pole tip on all sorts of tools. So this is one difficulty. So I use this small guy for colonials where I don't need a pivot. When I say colonials, sometimes in the States they call them cutouts, where you've got 1,000,001 squares in one window frame. Here we call them French colonials, and so that's very effective to do that. Now, because it can change, it also allows you to use the pivoting head. Now, this is the very new pivoting head, the Accelerator 2.0. It has a really good pivot to it. It also allows you, by squeezing here in the center, if I just pop this little piece here, stops the pivot. If we get that right, we also, by pushing that center piece, what's happening here, we can actually change the angle of the squeegee. So you can change the angle if required. I personally can't see how it works effectively. So I have a slight angle on it, just so that you can get some pressure on the glass, but it's very effective to be able to very quickly change the squeegee channel here on the accelerator and turn something small into a pivoting head. Now, another aspect to the Moerman tools, and you'll notice here on my large one, I've got the what are called the Moerman flick attachment clips. So they fit here. They don't come as standard with channel. You have to buy the flick edition. So what is the flick? Well, the flick is this pad that attaches to the lugs on the back. So you can see it's clipped on, and it's very easy to pull off like that. Comes off and clip it back on. Now, some window cleaning users prefer it over the top, so it flips over there, you wash with a flick of the wrist, flicks it back over there, and then away you go squeegee. One little aspect too, the new flicks have got a scrub pad there, which can be useful. Other window cleaning users of the Accelerator like to have it the other way around. So let me show you how that works. So like a hang glide underneath. So that's just literally changing on here, so that when you wash, then it hangs underneath when you squeegee rather than being over the top. Now there's an advantage of that, is that here when you're using the pivot, you've got this always behind the squeegee rather than in front of the squeegee. When you have it over the top, especially if you want to do a really good deep power stroke down a window on the pivot, you don't want this in the way. And when it's over the top, it very easily falls back in the way. So how you position the flick pad depends on the job. Now, make sure if you do buy them, that you get the new handle. The old handle, very difficult to get off when you want to change the squeegee rubber. It's almost like you have a wrestling match with it, trying to get it in and get it off, get it in position. So the new accelerator handle is very, very good, very easy. Clip on, take off. Put it back on, clip it back on. Very simple. Moerman are available at all the usual places, Window Cleaning World and Window Cleaning Supplies. Yesterday I used my smaller Moerman on some very high windows in a car dealership showroom, and because of the situation, it was very effective to get into the corners and down the edges so that it minimized my detailing, my cloth detailing after the windows had been cleaned. So it was a very good tool for that setting. I didn't use the flick pad because it was going to flick water on different places. You know, we've got cars nearby, staff working back and forth. So I did the normal wash with an applicator and then used my the pivoting aspect to it. I probably did more with this one than I did with any other tool at that dealership because of the high pole work internally. Very effective. So the Moerman tools are very, very good. Now on the back of the Moerman toolbox, they tell you some tips on how to squeegee effectively. Like with anything new, you have to practice and get used to it. So I'm going to tell you that one way works for me, something else will work for you. Is it a tool worth having in your toolbox? Absolutely. It's got a similar pivot style to the wagtail, but it's a different setup. Certainly a good tool to have in your toolbox. The Moerman Squeegee tools, available right now at all those usual places. Out of 10, I would give it a 7.5 to 8. It's not my favourite squeegee, but it plays a role at certain situations. So you need to evaluate, particularly on regular jobs. This job is for the Moerman tools, this one's for the wagtail, this is for something else. As you gain experience, you'll see why having these variety of tools will be very effective. It gives you some variety for different jobs that you come across. So that's the Moerman range of tools. Next time I'll talk about some other aspects of the Moerman experience. Great to chat with you again today. If you like this video, please share. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and that bell. That will remind you when there's a new video up. And if you have any questions, please send me a direct message on my social media. There it is there underneath, at McRae's Window Cleaning on Facebook or Instagram. Great chatting with you all, and we'll catch up again soon. Take care.